Listen to me. Stop clapping for winners. Stop celebrating everybody else's victories and start putting in the work so people can clap for you. You're too busy being a fan of other people's grind while neglecting your own. You cheer for the athlete. You repost the millionaire. You like the celebrity's post. But when it's time to put in the blood, sweat, and tears for your own success, you go quiet. You disappear. You become comfortable being a spectator. Let me tell you something, life doesn't reward spectators. Life rewards players. Life rewards the ones who step on the field, who stay up late, who wake up early, who sacrifice sleep, food, fun, and comfort to chase what they want. Stop putting energy into another man's dream while yours is dying. Stop sitting in the stands clapping when you should be training, practicing, studying, building. Because every second you spend, you're praising someone else's grind. You're losing time on your own. That's why you're stuck. That's why you're broke. That's why you're tired. Because your energy is being wasted in the wrong direction. I need you to wake up and decide. Are you going to keep clapping for winners, or are you finally going to become one? You don't understand. The reason you don't win is because you don't believe you can. Deep down, you've accepted that other people are special, other people are talented, other people have something you don't, and that lie is keeping you stuck. Winners aren't made because of talent. Winners are made because of consistency, because of effort, because they refuse to stop. You keep waiting for perfect conditions, waiting for someone to hand you an opportunity. Nobody is coming to hand you anything. The winners you admire weren't given a crown. They worked for it. They bled for it. You got to stop glorifying them like they're gods and realize they're human. They wake up with fears like you. They doubt themselves like you. But they don't let those fears stop them. That's the difference. They keep moving while you keep making excuses. Stop putting people on pedestals and put yourself on the grind. Winners don't have more hours than you. They don't have more potential than you. They just refuse to waste what they've been given. The same energy you use to watch them, cheer for them, envy them. That's the same energy you need to invest in your own journey. One day, people are going to stand up and clap for you. One day, they're going to call your name. They're going to celebrate your story. They're going to post about your victory, but only if you put in the work right now. Stop clapping for winners and start acting like one. Winners sacrifice. Winners grind when nobody's watching. Winners push through pain. Winners focus when everybody else is distracted. Winners don't wait for applause. They keep going until there's no choice but to respect them. Don't you get tired of watching everybody else live the life you want? Don't you get tired of seeing everybody else succeed while you're stuck at the bottom? This is your moment to flip the script. No more sitting in the stands. No more cheering from the sidelines. It's time to step on the field, put on your armor, and go to war for your dreams. Stop clapping for winners. Become one. And when you do, I promise, the world won't just clap. They'll never forget your name. Listen to me. Stop clapping for winners. Stop standing in the crowd celebrating everybody else's victories while your own life is collecting dust. You're too busy being a fan of other people's grind while you neglect your own. You cheer for the athlete. You repost the millionaire. You like the celebrity's post, but when it's time to put in the blood, sweat, and tears for your own success, you go quiet. You disappear. You become comfortable being a spectator. And let me tell you something, life doesn't reward spectators. Life rewards players. Life rewards the ones who step on the field, who stay up late, who wake up early, who sacrifice sleep, food, fun, and comfort to chase what they want. I need you to hear me, because this might be the difference between you staying stuck or breaking out. Winners don't get to the top because they were born special. Winners get to the top because while you were watching them, they were working. While you were cheering for them, they were grinding. While you were admiring their story, they were writing it. That's the difference. You know what frustrates me? People who know the stats of every player in the league, but don't know the numbers in their own bank account. People who scream their lungs out for a singer on stage, but never speak life over their own goals. People who memorize quotes from celebrities, but can't discipline themselves enough to live by their own values. You clap, you cheer, you watch, you idolize, but you don't build. You're giving your energy away for free while your own life is starving. Stop putting energy into another man's dream while yours is dying. Stop sitting in the stands clapping when you should be training, practicing, studying, building, because every second you spend praising someone else's grind, you're losing time on your own. That's why you're stuck. That's why you're broke. That's why you're tired, because your energy is being wasted in the wrong direction. You've convinced yourself that watching someone else win is enough to inspire you, but the truth is it's pacifying you. You get just enough satisfaction from their success that you never chase your own. You ever notice how fans act like they're part of the team? Their team wins a championship, and suddenly they're saying, "We did it. We're the champions." No, you didn't do anything. You were sitting on your couch, eating chips, watching someone else put in the work. They ran the sprints. They lifted the weights. They stayed up late in the gym. You just watched. And too many of you are living life like that, claiming victories you never fought for. And let me be real with you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to clap for you just because you exist. You don't get respect just because you're alive. Respect is earned. Applause is earned. Success is earned. You want the claps? You want the cheers? And then go earn them. Go through the grind. Go through the pain. Go through the lonely nights. Do the work when nobody's watching. Because when you do, when you finally step into your calling, the claps won't be fake. They'll be real. And they'll be for you. I remember sleeping in abandoned buildings, eating out of trash cans, having nothing. And while I was struggling to survive, I was watching other people win. I saw athletes get drafted. I saw entrepreneurs get rich. I saw people celebrate milestones I could only dream of. And I could have sat there bitter, jealous, clapping half-heartedly for them while doing nothing for myself. But I made a decision. I will not be a spectator in my own life. I will not clap for others while my dream dies. I will not give my energy to other people's grind while ignoring my own. And that's the decision you need to make right now. Because let me break it down. If you don't, years will pass and you'll still be in the same spot. Still clapping for other people. Still watching life pass you by. You'll be in the same job, the same apartment, the same routine, while the people you admire keep moving up. And one day, you'll realize that all that clapping didn't get you anywhere. All that cheering didn't change your life. And you'll have to face the brutal truth. You chose to be a spectator instead of a player. Life doesn't reward spectators. Life rewards participants. Life rewards the people who put skin in the game. You don't get points for clapping. You don't get a paycheck for cheering. You don't get freedom for being a fan. The only way you win is by doing the work yourself. So here's the question. Are you going to keep clapping for winners, or are you finally going to become one? Are you going to keep living through other people's victories, or are you going to create your own? Are you going to keep wasting energy celebrating someone else's grind, or are you going to wake up and grind for yourself? I can't answer that for you. Nobody can. But I can tell you this. The second you stop clapping for everyone else and start focusing on your own work, everything changes. The second you stop idolizing and start building, everything shifts. The second you decide that you deserve the same cheers you've been giving away, that's when you step into your purpose. So let me leave you with this for part one. Stop clapping for winners. Stop giving away your energy. Stop watching other people live your dream. You've got greatness in you, but it will die inside of you if all you do is clap. It's time to step out of the stands and onto the field. It's time to stop watching and start doing. It's time to become the winner you've been cheering for. You don't understand. The reason you don't win is because you don't truly believe you can. Deep down, you've accepted the lie that other people are special, that other people are talented, that other people have something you don't. And that lie has become your prison. You've convinced yourself that you were meant to be a fan, not a player. You've convinced yourself that you're supposed to clap for others, but never create a moment for yourself. And that's why you're still stuck. Let me tell you the truth. Winners are not superhuman. They don't wake up with magic dust in their veins. They don't have a secret code only they know. Winners are people who made a decision that you refused to make. They decided that quitting wasn't an option. They decided that excuses weren't acceptable. They decided that failure wasn't final. And while you were waiting for permission, while you were waiting for the right moment, they were moving. They were working. They were building. The gap between you and the person you admire is not talent. It's not luck. It's not opportunity. It's discipline. It's consistency. It's hunger. That's it. You keep telling yourself that you can't do it because you don't have the resources. But the truth is, you don't have the resilience. You don't have the persistence. You don't have the mindset. And until you fix that, until you start believing that you're capable, you'll stay in the stands clapping instead of being on the court competing. Stop putting people on pedestals. Stop acting like the people you admire are gods. They're human. They wake up tired like you. They get discouraged like you. They feel pain like you. But they keep moving. They keep fighting. They keep grinding. And that's the difference. You let your emotions control your actions while they let their vision control theirs. You say, but it's hard. Of course it's hard. That's why it's worth it. That's why not everyone does it. That's why winners are rare. If it was easy, everybody would win. If it was simple, everybody would be at the top. But the difficulty is what makes it special. The pain is what makes it powerful. The grind is what separates the fans from the champions. Think about it. Every champion you clap for, every millionaire you admire, every creator you celebrate, they had a choice. They could have been just like you, sitting in the stands, clapping for somebody else. But they said no. They said, I refuse to just be a fan. I refuse to waste my life watching someone else win. And that decision, That mindset, that refusal to settle is what made them winners. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man who wanted to make it in basketball. He wasn't the tallest, he wasn't the fastest, and he wasn't the most naturally gifted. But every time people left the gym, he stayed. Every time others went to party, he practiced. Every time someone told him he wasn't good enough, he worked twice as hard. And eventually, he didn't just make the team. He became the star. Do you know why? Because while others clapped, he trained. While others celebrated, he sacrificed. While others watched, he worked. That's the difference. And that's the difference in your life too. You can keep clapping, or you can start working. You can keep watching, or you can start building. You can keep living through someone else's highlight reel, or you can create your own. Here's the problem with clapping for winners too much. You trick yourself into thinking you're part of their success. You feel good when they win, as if you won, but you didn't. Their success doesn't pay your bills. Their success doesn't change your situation. Their success doesn't give you freedom. You can't deposit their victory into your bank account. You can't feed your family with their hard work. You can't retire on their grind. The only thing that can change your life is your own work, your own grind, your own decisions. So stop getting emotionally attached to someone else's hustle while neglecting your own. Stop saying one day and start saying day one. Stop thinking winners are chosen and realize winners are built. Winners are made in the dark, in the grind, in the moments when nobody's clapping at all. And let me tell you something powerful. The same energy you use to watch them, cheer for them, envy them, that's the same energy you need to invest in your own journey. You've got the energy. You've got the time. You've got the ability, but you're misdirecting it. You're wasting it on being a fan when you should be using it to become a champion. Imagine if you took all the hours you spend watching TV, scrolling through social media, celebrating other people's wins, and instead you invested that time into building your skills, learning your craft, developing your hustle. Imagine if you stopped clapping for everyone else and started clapping for yourself after every small step forward. Imagine if you shifted all that energy from watching to working. Do you realize how much progress you'd make in a year? Do you realize how much further you'd be than you are right now? The truth is, you don't need more talent. You don't need more luck. You don't need more opportunities. You need to stop giving your energy away and start giving it back to yourself. You need to redirect your focus. You need to stop glorifying others and start building yourself. Listen, I'm not telling you not to admire people. I'm not saying don't respect greatness. I'm telling you don't stop there. Don't get stuck admiring. Don't get stuck clapping. Use their success as proof that it's possible for you too. If they can do it, you can do it. If they can build it, you can build it. If they can win, you can win. But it won't happen by watching. It won't happen by clapping. It won't happen by waiting. It will only happen by working, by grinding, by sacrificing, by deciding once and for all that you're not just going to be a fan in this life. You're going to be a winner. So stop putting people on pedestals. Stop making excuses for why you can't. Stop believing the lie that you're not good enough and start moving. Start building. Start grounding. Start believing that you can. Because the second you believe it, the second you act like it, the second you demand it from yourself, everything changes. No more clapping. No more sitting in the stands. No more watching life pass you by. It's your time. It's your turn. It's your season. Stop clapping for winners. Become one. One day, people are going to stand up and clap for you. One day, they're going to call your name. They're going to celebrate your story. They're going to repost your victory. But that day will never come if you don't put in the work today. You've been spending your life clapping for other people. But I came to tell you it's time to create a moment where people clap for you. It's time to stop celebrating from the sidelines and start earning your place in the spotlight. You've got to make up your mind. Winners don't appear out of thin air. Nobody wakes up rich. Nobody wakes up respected. Nobody wakes up powerful. Winners are built piece by piece, day by day, sweat by sweat, tear by tear. Every clap, every cheer, every ounce of respect they get came because they sacrificed when others were comfortable. They kept moving when others quit. They pushed forward when everyone else stopped. That's why they're winners. And that's why you're clapping for them instead of yourself. But don't you get tired of it. Don't you get tired of watching everybody else live the life you want. Don't you get tired of seeing people your age, your background, even your neighborhood rise to levels you dream of while you stay stuck. Don't you get tired of scrolling and seeing people achieving what you know deep down you're capable of? If only you stop being lazy. If only you stop making excuses. If only you stop clapping long enough to get to work. I need you to understand there's no magic coming. No miracle is going to drop in your lap. Nobody is going to give you a standing ovation for existing. You only get applause when you've earned it. And the way you earn it is through grind, through sacrifice, through relentless consistency. You say you want people to respect you. Then show them something worth respecting. You say you want people to celebrate you. Then give them a reason to celebrate. You say you want to hear your name called. Then build something with your name on it. Stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. Stop dreaming about the finish line and start running the race. Stop clapping for others and start building your own round of applause. Winners don't wait for claps. They don't wait for validation. They don't wait for recognition. They work in silence. They grind in the dark. They fight when nobody's paying attention. And when the time comes, when the results show up, the claps come naturally. The cheers come automatically because people can't ignore results. They can ignore your words. They can ignore your dreams, but they can't ignore your results. Think about this. When you look at the greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the leaders we all admire, do you think they were worried about claps in the beginning? No, they weren't chasing applause. They were chasing excellence. They weren't worried about recognition. They were worried about results. And because they obsessed over excellence, because they stayed consistent when nobody was watching, the world had no choice but to clap for them when the spotlight finally came. And that's what I need you to do. Stop chasing validation. Stop waiting for people to believe in you. Stop looking for people to clap for you before you've done the work. Focus on the grind. Focus on the sacrifice. Focus on building something undeniable. Because when you do, the claps will come on their own. Let me make this personal. When I was at my lowest, homeless, eating out of trash cans, sleeping on the floor of abandoned buildings, nobody clapped for me. Nobody was celebrating me. Nobody was cheering me on. People laughed. People doubted. People ignored me. But I didn't stop. I didn't need their claps to keep going. I kept grinding. I kept speaking. I kept believing. And eventually, the same people who doubted me were the ones standing in the crowd clapping for me. The same people who ignored me were the ones reposting my words. The same people who thought I was nothing now celebrate me. Why? Because I stopped clapping for winners and decided to become one. And that's the decision you need to make. Because one day, people are going to clap for you, but only if you earn it. Only if you sacrifice. Only if you stop playing the role of the fan and start playing the role of the champion. Listen to me. This is your life. You don't get a do-over. You don't get to restart. This is it. Every day you spend clapping for others instead of working on yourself is a day you never get back. Every moment you waste watching someone else live your dream is a moment gone forever. And one day you're going to look back and regret it. One day you'll realize you had everything it took to win, but you never gave yourself the chance. Don't let that be your story. Don't let your life end with you being nothing more than a fan in the stands. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your opportunity. Step out of the stands and onto the field. Stop clapping and start grinding. Stop watching and start building. Stop cheering and start creating. The world doesn't need another fan. The world needs another winner. The world needs your gift, your grind, your greatness. And let me promise you something. When you finally step into it, when you finally give it everything, when you finally become the winner you were meant to be, the claps will come, the cheers will come, the respect will come. But more important than that, you'll finally clap for yourself. You'll finally look in the mirror and be proud. You'll finally know that you didn't waste your life cheering for others. You lived it. You built it. You became it. So stop clapping for winners. Become one. And when you do, I promise, the sound of the world clapping for you will never compare to the sound of you finally believing in yourself.